Hey everyone! Happy Friday! It is time, chat. It's time to continue the series where I draw VTubers as weapons. Good evening, everyone! My name's Kurisu. I am that one VTuber that nobody knows. I'm extremely small. You get. I'm running out of ideas. But anyways, that's right. We're gonna continue the Friday night art streams. Although it's not the official name yet because we still need to get people for the Friday night art streams. But tonight we're just gonna be doing that. We are going to be drawing VTubers as weapons, same as always. Speaking of weapon, what the hell do I have this on me? Get out of here. Anyways, yes. So we just have to spin the wheel to see exactly which VTuber do we get today. Of course, well, we still need to find out who we're gonna be drawing exactly. Hopefully it's not an extremely complicated VTuber, because then then it'll be pretty bad. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm willing to draw any VTuber, no matter who it is. I am willing to draw any VTuber because that is my job as an artiste. That is my job as a master craftsman myself. Well, actually, there's better artists than me out there, but I try my best. Okay, I literally try my best. So I am going to go to my little corner so we can start spinning the wheel. See what we get. Hopefully, we do not. Here's the thing, chat. Let me put up the wheel of names. Yeah, I'm that fast at typing, I know. And then there is supposed to be a name here. Oh, right. I forgot that I have to open it with WordPad or else it's not gonna read it. All right, open up and there it is. Keep in mind, chat, we still have a long list, so we have a lot to work with. Meaning that it's gonna take a while. We already did Kenji, so he's out of the list. Let me update this list because this list is extremely old. Okay, we already did those. Okay, so we got everybody. Now that we have everybody on the list, let me change my screen for you guys so you guys can see exactly what I mean. Let me do that. I don't think it was game capture though. I think it was window capture. Okay, it was window capture. All right, chat. We are going to be switching to the color picker and voila. This is what we're working with, chat. This is what we're working with. Assuming you guys can see it on the screen, which unfortunately you can. But now you can. Okay, chat. These are the names that we are currently missing on the wheel itself. And my god, do I still have a lot to work with. Hopefully I do not get Zen, because if I get Zen, then yeah, I'm gonna have to do not one, but I'm gonna have to make 3. And I repeat, 3 weapons, chat. I don't want to make 3 weapons today. I really don't. Nah, I'm kidding. I will do the weapons because I ain't a pussy. Let me get taiko drums real quick. A 30-second timer, just to be fair. I forgot that is not a... What the fuck? Hold on a second. Right, this was supposed to be violet. Yeah, I remember perfectly now what the colors were supposed to be for the wheel there. There we go. All right. Now we have the wheel ready. This time for sure. What we're gonna do is that we always shuffle the names and we're always gonna pick up a random name. Whoever pops up on the wheel, that's who's gonna get drawn today. Is my... Hold on a second. It's the... Okay, it's not. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do, chat. One of these names is gonna get picked at random. And I really, 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 really hope that we get someone that is easy to draw. Although we're gonna be here all night. Nah, I'm kidding. I will do my best even if it's hard to draw. So I'm just gonna spin the wheel any second now. And I am gonna have to make a weapon based on who I get. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna close my eyes as well so that it remains a surprise. Here we go. Please don't be Zen. I really don't want to make 3 weapons today. Because I have to make a weapon for each of her models. Oh, it's still spinning. I can hear it spinning still. Who did I get? Oh. I heard one more. Oh, we got Kuro. Okay. That seems easy. Okay, I'm kidding. No, it's not easy at all. Okay. So, we got K9 Kuro. That's... Now we have to check. Now we have to find literally all of the freaking... Oh my god, hold on a second. I gotta text a friend of mine that I am live so that he sees my... so that he sees my dumbass. Alright, so... Here's what we're gonna be drawing tonight. It's so funny because... I was like, huh, what type of weapon should I make for him? I was thinking maybe to make a scythe, but then I was like, no, I don't think a scythe fits him, you know? It has to be something... I don't know. Oh, it could be a scimitar because he did have a pirate model, didn't he? Yeah, we can... Yeah, it could be... It could definitely be a scimitar. Yeah, we should do it. We should. But then again, a pirate sword is not really... It's not really a scimitar, you know? Alright, so we got Kuro for tonight. So that is who we are going to be drawing tonight. That means that we should be drawing him, but I am still iffy on which weapon will he be. If he is a weapon, of course. Okay, so new... Should I do 4,000? Yeah, you know what? Sure, why not? 4,000 never hurt nobody. And now we go to the World Wide Web in order to search for references. Clip Studio. There we go. Now you guys can see Clip Studio. There we go. Easy. Okay. So who is the lucky VTuber tonight? Well, that's easy. The lucky VTuber that is gonna get his weapon tonight is going to be... Let me search his model. He's got 3 different models, by the way. Actually, he's got more of them, but Yeah, I've seen 3 of them so far. Let's see. Ah, I found a perfect reference. Oh my god. This is exactly the reference I need. So, this motherfucker right here with the Jacko ears and the hoodie, that's Kuro. That's gonna be the VTuber that's gonna get weaponized today. We're just gonna place him right here for a reference. Not gonna lie, this first VTuber avatar that he had, this VTuber avatar was sick. Maybe a 2.0 of that VTuber would look cool. Definitely would love to see that outfit as a 2.0 because of how sick it looks. Anyways, what else do we have? Where was the? Oh, he's got a full-on wallpaper for the pirate design. Okay, we can use that as a reference. All right, this is the wallpaper for Kuro for the pirate outfit. Motherfucker looks like he came out of a freaking gacha. Look at that. Yeah. I'm still iffy on what weapon shall we have for him. I really am. I really don't know what to give him. Because I need to know exactly what kind of motif does he go for. Let me see the VTuber wiki. See what type of VTuber he is. The god of undead mirror. Okay, so he's an undead. That we know. Undead pirate. Okay, so he's an undead. Got it. He's not a zombie. I mean, is he a zombie? No, he's not a zombie. But we know he's an undead. Da, 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 da. Yeah, he's literally an undead. Not a zombie though. Okay. We're trying to get as much information as we can so we can make the weapon as accurate as humanly possible. I really do not want to fuck this up. I mean, his design is pretty sick though. That's why I really don't want to fuck it up when it comes to his design. Oh, and he's also got the newest design too. I'll take that. Okay, this is his newest design. So this design right here, this is his newest design, by the way. So we need to make a weapon that pretty much correlates with these 3 designs in one. And that is easier said than done. So far from what I'm seeing here, actually, yeah, let me take a look at the character designs to see if we can get something from it. Okay, I don't know what is it, but all of the VTubers that I have done, they all have bandages on. Have you guys noticed that? Like, in the case of these VTubers, freaking Kenji had bandages on his staff. Nano had bandages, and now Kuro has bandages on his leg, of course. Still bandages though. But let me keep seeing the design. So we got the shoes. Spiky shoes from the looks of it. Oh, he's got a cross. He's got lots of crosses. Okay. We have to give him a cross keychain. Because I see a bunch of crosses everywhere. There's one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crosses. My god. Alright, what about his pirate design? Oh, he's got a lock on it. Okay, he's got a lock on his heart. This is a cool design, I'm not gonna lie. Like, again, if you told me that this motherfucker came from a fucking gacha, I'd believe you. I'd fucking believe you. This motherfucker actually looks like he came out of a gacha. But no, he's actually a VTuber, so yeah. Anyways, let's see. I'm assuming this is his mascot. Every VTuber that has their very own mascot, and this is you know, Kenji has the monkeys, Iron Mouse has Booby, and Crow has this little guy. Uh, but we still gotta see what type of motif he has. So I see a lot of, from what I'm seeing here, I see a lot of black and red. So at least we have the color palette. This is a different type of red, by the way, but this was the old design. I feel like we should go for a more aggressive red, at least for the weapon. Yeah. Or actually, yeah, we should go for a more aggressive red because it's the red is his motif, as you can see. Like extremely bright red. It's over here. It's over here. This was the previous design. I also noticed that the hair is not completely black. His hair is like a his hair is literally like a wine color. Yeah, at least we know. Well, then again, are we gonna use the hair for something? Yeah, we are actually. Yes, we are gonna be using the hair. So let's see. Still has the bandages though, and does he have the band? Yep, he still got them bandages. Okay, so chat for this weapon, we need bandages. Lots of them. Okay, so bandages is a must since he has them on all three designs. Does he still have the crosses in this design? No, he's got stars, but he still got them spikes on the shoes. Wait. Oh yeah, he still does. He still does got them crosses. Let me see the hat actually. The hat has this little star on it. I don't know if I should include the star though. Okay, so it is part of him. Got it. So it's got a star here, and it's got a star in his beanie. Not in the old design though. But in the old design, he does have a crap ton of crosses. So the crosses must be in the design. Because if something is in 2 out of 3 designs, then we have to include it. Uh the spikes are there. So that's a must. The bandages are also there. Another must. At least I know that for this weapon, it has to have a keychain with a cross on it. Like it really has to. If it doesn't have a keychain with a cross on it, I don't want it. Oh, we're still all right. We're still investigating the design. See what we got. Let's see. This is the newest design. So we got some fur on the newest design, which is also prevalent in the newest design. Ooh, I like this color too. Yeah, I feel like decisions. Let's see what we have. We have a lot of black and red, some tints of gold here and there, and the gold is in 2 out of 3 designs. So I feel like we should include the gold as well. Yo, I just thought of something. Chat. What if the blade itself, like the blade that is used for cutting, what if that was gold? Ooh, okay. I'm getting some ideas. Okay. Okay, I'm actually getting some good ass ideas right now. But I'm still indecisive of what type of weapon should it be. All right. So let me search for what type of weapon is associated with pirates and undead. Okay, so primary weapon that is associated with both pirates and the undead is a cutlass. Oh, wow, wait a minute. Okay, wait, this can actually work. Wait. That's a cool ass weapon. That looks wow. Wow, wait a minute. Oh, this one looks clean. Holy shit. It's not a katana, but kinda operates like one, perhaps. Yo, this weapon looks sick. You know what? We should actually, yeah, we should actually take a look at these weapons. These cutlass. Oh, it's a French weapon. French naval cutlass, which is used by pirates a lot. Key differences between a scimitar and a cutlass. Okay, so I was wrong. A scimitar is extremely different to a cutlass. Because a cutlass looks like that, and a scimitar. Oh, yeah, they are very fucking different. My god. They are extremely different. Pirate cutlass. I feel that in the case of a scimitar, the scimitar is a little bit more curvier. That's the reason why it's so different than a cutlass. Whereas a cutlass is longer, a scimitar is curvier. I feel like we should combine the two. Yeah, we should do that. We should combine both a cutlass and a scimitar. Hmm. Let's see. Something that combines both. Cutlass slash scimitar. Hmm. Ooh, that looks. Ooh, that one looks clean. If only I had the ability to ask these VTubers what type of weapon would they want, because that would be. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh my god, wait a minute. I think I got an idea. Chat, I have an idea. Because he's an undead, what if, hear me out, what if we combine a cutlass that can also double as a mini scythe? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's, oh my god, wait a minute. Yeah, that can work. Holy shit, that can actually work. Okay, I'm getting some ideas. Wait a minute. That not okay. I'm cooking. So okay, you can use the blade below, but you can double the weapon as a scythe. I'm getting some funny ideas for our weapon here. It's so funny. Hold on a second. Wait. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let him cook. Let him cook, chat. All right. This is what we're working with. So we're gonna be using one of these weapons. This right here, chat. This is a cutlass. So we're gonna be turning this weapon into a scythe as well, or should I say like a mini scythe. So it's two weapons in one, because I want to give something unique to every single VTuber, and I feel like this is it, at least for what I want to do. Also, I feel that the good thing about this design is that since it has this area right here, it can also, this red area could also be the red parts in his design. That would be really fucking cool. And then of course, you have this area which is rusted, which could be the black in his designs, and the blade part, like the blade itself, could be painted in gold. That'd be so cool. Huh. I'm actually starting to get some ideas here. That's pretty good. And then over here, down here, we can place here a little keychain. A little keychain with a cross on it. I was thinking maybe including the star as well. But I'm still not sure if I should include either the star or should I include the cross. I think I should include I don't know. I'm still iffy. If I should include the cross or not. Because the cross is shown in two designs, so it must be included. And of course, the weapon is gonna be covered in bandages, so you know, go figure. Okay, so let's keep looking at the design. So he's got for his hair, he's got this. Is that brown or is that? No, that is definitely not brown. That is wine. That is wine color. So his hair is wine colored. And in the case of his mascot, it's like a very aggressive red. Same for his hair. For the same for the fur on his jacket. In both jackets, actually. Wait, is this the same? Wait, I just realized, is this the same jacket? Oh shit! Wait, it might be. Oh shit! Wait. Okay, no, it's not. It's not. It looks like it, but it's not the same jacket. It's not. It's not. It's not. Oh, he's also got his mascot on the. He's also got his mascot on the belt there. Chad, I'm not gonna lie, this may be the hardest character design to work with. This may be the hardest VTuber to work with. And I thought Zen was the hardest one, but I think this one is the hardest one to work with. Alright, so I feel actually yeah, let me get a scythe. Mini scythe. How does a mini scythe look like? That's what I wanna know. That is not a mini scythe. What in the world is that? Oh, this is what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, this is just a prop, like a Halloween prop, but this can work. This can actually work. Granted, it's not the cleanest of weapons, but hey, it's something alright. It's something alright. Let me place these behind. There we go. Again, not the cleanest of weapons, but it can work. We'll add that to the arsenal. And in the case of the blade, let me place these ones under so that we know exactly what we're working with. The blade goes there. So here it is, chat. Let me. Did something fell to the ground? No, yeah, I did. Okay, chat. Hear me out. Here's what we're gonna do. Let me place my artiste glove because we're gonna be working on this shortly. So my plan is this, chat. So what we're gonna do is that we take this part. We take this part right here. Oh, fuck. We take this part over here, and we're gonna add like a little bolt to it, right? And the reason why is because that little bolt is going to turn this part sideways. And what does it look like if it's sideways? Should make a new layer. So we make a bolt in this area. Maybe here. Little lower. There we go. Because if we highlight this, what does it look like when it turns? We got the mini scythe. And since you can use it on you can use it like you can use it in two ways. You can flip the weapon as well so that it's actually a scythe. I think that's, you know what? Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool design. Now that I think of, oh wait, chat, I got an idea. Holy shit, chat, I got an idea. What if the star itself was part of the design that goes here, so that it can turn to a scythe? Genius. All right, chat. I'm locked. All right, chat. I'm locked in. We just need to check a few more weapons to see exactly what we have so far. And the question is, do I want to make a regular scythe or do I want to add more to the scythe? No, I think, yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, I think the scythe is fine for the most part. Yeah, the scythe itself doesn't need any more stuff on it. But I do want to make the handle as stylish as humanly possible. Because I feel that's what we're good at right now. Making extremely stylish handles. Actually, the scythe is pretty cool looking, not gonna lie. Hmm. A cutlass is what we have to look for. Oh, I found a perfect design. Holy shit. So this one was found. This one is a cutlass in the Museum of American Revolution. Assuming that I can copy it. Let me. There it is. Again, let me place this here. Actually, place that in the bottom. Yeah, I feel like there we go. And at least we have like an accurate measurements on the cutlass itself. All right, chat. I know exactly what I must do. Let me see the weapon, the handle at least. Now that in itself is a fancy handle. The problem with this handle, on the other hand, is that if you were to flip the handle itself, this part of the design, like this part right here, gets in the way, and I do not want that at all. I feel that for the handle, we should just have this part right here. I think it's the best part for the weapon itself. Because I still feel that this obstructs it. Because we do remember, we want to double this as a scythe as well. As a one-handed mini scythe. Oh, you know what would be so cool too? Like imagine if this scythe had like the power to throw beams and shit. That's pretty fucking cool, not gonna lie. Okay. What's next? What is next? I think we got more than half of it already done, yeah. Okay, what does a pirate scimitar look like? Now that I think about it, I was thinking of maybe adding like a trigger to it. You know, I was planning to add like a trigger to the handle, like maybe like some sort of switch, so that it could turn from a sword to a scythe. But then I'm asking myself now, should I add a switch to it? Because that will be, huh? I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure. DJ, you can keep playing the music. I don't mind. In fact, put it at random. Hmm. Chad, I think we got it. Yeah, I think this is it. This is all we got to work with. Although, oh wait. There's one more thing. Yeah, I forgot the color palette. We can't leave without the color palettes, chat. So we have gold. Now, gold is an extremely complicated color to work with because there's different shades of gold everywhere. But I think this one will suffice. Okay, so now we're gonna start placing the color palette. So we have the gold. We have this gray for the... Nah, actually, I feel like brighter gray. Bright gray for the bandages. Yeah, bright gray for the bandages. I feel it's good in this situation. Now for the hair, for the fur, that is a very aggressive red. But you know what? We're gonna use it anyways. Papa Popo, welcome in. What are you up to? Well, you see this VTuber right here? That's Kuro. What we're gonna do, chat, is we're gonna turn this guy into a weapon. And I know exactly what we're gonna turn him into. He's got 3 designs, by the way. He's got his OG design when he was a Bishojo. He's got his pirate design. And he's got his more recent design, which is this one. So, the idea here is that we're going to be turning a cutlass into a mini scythe. He's naked? That is not naked, brother. He's got pants on. Anyways, so the plan is simple, chat. What we're going to do is we're going to design a weapon that... We're going to have this area. Maybe this area. Which is going to be, design-wise, booty shorts. I don't know about that one, Chief. Anyways, so here's how the weapon's gonna look. So we're gonna be having this weapon right here turn into a scythe. How? Because this weapon is shaped like this, right? However, we're gonna need to make some sort of contraption because there's gonna be like a little wheel and it's gonna have like a bolt here. And the contraption itself is gonna do this. Am I in the wrong layer? That's unfortunate. Yes, I am. Anyways, that's just easy. I'll just... So, right after that, what's gonna happen is going to be that this is gonna spin to the other side. Basically, the blade is gonna turn into a scythe. That's the whole idea with the concept. And for the bolt itself, it's gonna be this insignia that he seems to have in every single one of his... Well, 2 of his designs. On the pirate design, and on the newest design. It's this little star right here. I also see that there is a motif with the red as well. There's like this psychedelic red pattern that he has. He's got this on his ears on this design. He's also got the design here in the pirate outfit. And he's also got it in his old design on the ears themselves. So that's what we're working with. And I just picked up the color that we're going to be using, and it's this extremely aggressive red. So right now we're just collecting the color palettes, pretty much. Right after we collect the color palettes, we're going to be doing the measurements for the weapon itself. This is the color that we're working with for the blade. No, the blade's going to be gold. We're gonna grab this color for the black itself. We need to have a color that is black, but we need to have the color that is also visible. We don't want to make any color invisible in any type of background. So that's why I decided to go for a lighter tone of black. However, there is another thing, chat, and it is extremely common with VTubers nowadays. You know how a lot of Final Fantasy characters always have belts on them? Well, it turns out VTubers love having bandages on them for whatever reason. First it was Nano, then Kenji, and now Kuro. Who's next? Zen? Hopefully not. Okay, so this is the idea, chat. This is the idea. We have a some sort of contraption here so that it can also turn into a weapon. However, we still need to find a design for the handle. Like I feel like the handle is gonna be the hardest thing to do right now. So that's what I'm looking for. Huh. Wait a minute. Oh my god, wait a minute. Chat, I think I found it. Hold on a second. Let me cook. Chat, let me cook. God damn it. So right now we're just doing the mood board, as you can see. Chat. Oh my god, chat, this handle is perfect. This handle is perfect for the weapon that we have right now. Holy shit. Because what we can do here is that we can have a chain here with the little mascot that he has on his belt in his third design, which is this little guy. And then on the keychain, which we can literally just attach maybe around here and here. Like we can literally attach the keychain. And it could be a cross as well. Okay, chat, I think I got it. We're not gonna use this part of the blade. Like this part of the blade of a scimitar is completely irrelevant to me. I want this part of the blade, because we're trying to turn the blade into a scythe. So it's two weapons in one. And this is why I say that his weapon may be the most complicated one to work with. Oh yeah, that, and we also have to work on the psychedelic pattern that he has on the ears. And this is present on this scarf over here. And the little ears here too. But at least we got the references, which is exactly what I was looking for. So we got a combination of black, red, a bit of white for the bandages, and some gold. Okay, so the color palette seems simple. I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like the design is gonna be complicated. So now we're gonna grab each and every single one of these, and we're gonna have a darker tone for each one. So here is a darker tone for gold. That is a very ugly gold. My god. Here is a darker tone. 1, 2, 3. This is a darker tone for gray, which is going to be the bandages themselves. 1, 2, and 3. The darker tone for red. And we get the eyedropper. 1 and 2. The darker tone for the color black. I feel like I should add lighter tones as well. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I should add the lighter tones. I can work with something, at least for the psychedelic pattern. El Goblin PR, welcome in! You're just in time. We're literally making a weapon design based on this VTuber right here. Goblin these nuts? How fucking dare you? I want to time you out. Absolute goblin behavior. How fucking dare you? Anyways, let's continue. So we got this color palette. We got these weapons to work with. Actually, I should start highlighting everything. Goblin mode. Jesus Christ. Let me grab a brush so that we can start working. So what we got, chat, is we're gonna use this handle. We're gonna use this part of the blade. so that it turns into this. So before doing the weapon, we're just doing the mood board first. The pattern must also be present on the blade itself. This part has to be here. There we go. I'm just highlighting everything pretty much. Everything that we need currently. This heart design is only in the pirate design. I don't see any of that. I don't see the heart anywhere on the other two designs, so. Oh, right. The blade itself. There we go. So these are the things that we got to work with. We also have these crosses that we got to work with. We circle all of them. We also have... Should I add the fur to the design? No, because the fur is going to be in the blade. Especially in this part of the blade. Because right after we're done here, right after we're done with these, we're gonna do the measurements afterwards. Oh, because we have the X as well, which is also part of his little mascot. Oh, right. I almost forgot. The little mascot insignia has to go in the keychain. This one right here. Yeah, I can't forget about this one. Because it's literally his mascot. I would do a sin if I were to forget about that. But anyways. Okay, we have those already. Let me... Actually, this is a more detailed version of the... Yeah, this is a much more detailed version of it, I feel like. Yeah, we should go for this one. So we got all the colors now. We got the gold, we got the gray, we got the red, and we got the black. And now, chat, comes the most difficult part. The measurements. Now, usually, a weapon like that has a handle. And I gotta measure the handle because I have a ruler with me. So let's see. So if I were to hold something similar to it, and the handle is going to be above the hand. Okay, gotta grab my trusty ruler, see what we got. The handle itself is about... All right. It's 4 inches without counting the arm guard itself. So that means... Let me get another color to start measuring. Let me also get another layer. So we have this area right here. This area right here is going to be 4 inches. Sorry about that. So this is gonna be the handle, 4 inches. Now we gotta measure the blade itself. Somebody tagged me. Who the hell? Oh. Oh shit, hold on a second. I just got word that my artwork is finished. One of the commissions that I sent. Alright, moving back to the weapon itself. If the handle itself is 4 inches, meaning that if this is 4 inches, for example, let me copy this just so I can place it on the other one here. There we go. So if this is 4 inches, that means that we need to multiply this by a couple inches. So now we just have to copy paste this a couple times. So that's 4, 8, 4, 8, 12, 16. I don't think I'm doing this right. Hold on a second. Okay, yes, I am. Never mind. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Okay, 4, 8, 4, 8, 12, 16. 4, 8, 12, 16. So 20. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. The blade itself is literally 24 inches. Okay. So let's see. Is that the... Yeah, it is. So we're gonna grab all of these. And we are just gonna merge these layers because we're gonna delete them. Merge selected layers. Because now we're gonna grab another color. How about we grab yeah, let's go for red. We're gonna grab a red. This right here. If we place this down in this area, that is a grand total of 24 inches. Yep, 24 inches. Literally 24. All right. At least we got the measurements for the blade itself. And now that we got the exact measurements, I feel like it's time to work on the blade. And I'm gonna have to copy these measurements. So let's make another layer. Let me do this. And I am going to copy paste these settings. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I feel like a fucking blacksmith. I've already made 2 of these weapons, and now I'm making a 3rd one. We should flip this. Yeah, we should turn it like that. I feel like this is yeah, I feel like this is it. There we go. So 24 inches for the blade, as we saw over here, and 4 inches on the handle. That is what we have to work with, chat. But do remember that we need to add some stuff to the blade itself. That's where we come in. We're just combining stuff from the references just so we can have a functional weapon. Because what I wanna do is that I wanna make a weapon, but I want it to be functional. You know? I just don't wanna make a weapon where people go like, oh look, it's so cool, but then when you use the weapon, it doesn't work for shit. All right. First and foremost, the handle. The handle is from... Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Hell no. Is it this one? There we go. So if we were to stretch the weapon and everything, pretty much the handle, I want the handle to double as a weapon itself. I want the weapon to the handle itself. First and foremost, we need to stretch this handle because that is not 4 inches. Well, because I did resize the entire thing, so if we're going to be resizing this, it has to be... It needs to... Still not 4 inches. And... no, still not. Okay, there we go. So this handle that we have, This is what we're working with right now. Let me adjust it there because we're not counting the arm guard either. And now that we have this, we can start working on it. The arm guard, I can be a little creative with it if I want to. So the arm guard doesn't really need to be exactly like the one from the weapon. I was thinking of making a double hand guard, but then I was like, no, I don't want to make a keyblade. I really don't want to make a keyblade for it. I feel like I can. All right, let me see his design again. I think I can think of something. I don't see anything sharp. I mean, we can place 3 rings on the blade. Huh. It's not actually a bad idea. I kind of like that, actually. Wait. I think I see the vision. Wait, I think I see the... I think I actually see the vision. Hold on a second. 3 arm guards. No, 3 rings on the arm guard. Huh. Oh, shit. Chat, I think I got it. Chat. I just saw this little thing on the weapon itself. This can be your switch. Chat, this can be the switch to turn it into a scythe. War Blitz, welcome in. Don't point me with the Deagle, because I got a Deagle and I also got the Remington. I got the Remington fighting visitors. Worst vacation ever, by the way. But yeah, we play, for context, we played Buckshot Roulette and we also played No, I'm Not Human. Hello, hello. We're turning Kuro into a weapon. This guy. This was the, by the way, this was the very first male VTuber and the only male VTuber on Vishoyo. I'm good, thanks for asking. I have been pretty good so far. You know, just me drawing, vibing. Vibing has a whole new meaning nowadays because of the whole Marvel rival situation, but I don't want to talk about that. That's a can of worms for another day. So, a poor man surrounded by crazy women. Wait, what do you mean the poor man who's surrounded by crazy women? We're talking about me, right? Crazy woman? You mean crazy people. I was surrounded by crazy people. Visitors everywhere, chat. Okay, so what I want this blade. I don't want this handle, this side handle, because it obstructs it. So this, absolute garbage. So that's why we're going with this. Now the chains, hold on a second. Okay, that can work. I'm here to lurk while I do stuff. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you so much for the lurk. All right, so what we do here, this part of the weapon. War Blitz, what do you mean? My goodness. All right, so this part of the weapon, I was thinking of including maybe everything for it to be gold, but then I saw the other design and I'm like, I think I want to include rings on it, but I'm not so sure either. No, I think the rings should be for the handle. Yeah, I think that should be it. And that little thing could be the switch. something that I usually do. So okay, let me see. I think I can. Wait, no, that's not the right color. Is it this one? There it is. It's the right one. And I need to pick up the right brush too because I don't wanna. I don't wanna do an oversized shit. We need to work on this design first. And this is not the right brush. My God. Yeet. Then we do this. Then the lower part. Okay, it's not perfect. And do remember, this is still the sketch. However, we are going to be adding holes to this thing. There is a reason as to why. Now, the reason why we're adding holes to it, it's because we are going to be adding chains to it. So let me place this here. Okay, there is the hole. And then now that we have this, we should add this could be the little star as well. Let me see. Oh wait, it's a different layer, that's right. Oh, that's gonna move the entire ring. That's fine. I want to see the star real quick. There it is. This is the star that we're looking for. Oh, it's got the pointy ends too. But this is gonna be the one for the this is gonna be the star for the weapon. We can use this one in the meantime. So so it's a four-sided star. Twice. God damn, what is that, bruh? Four-sided star. Okay, I think we found one. Yeah, this is a perfect one. It's a Shutterstock image, but you know what? Let me delete this. There we go. And then this star, we are going to do this. Delete. And now we add it over to this thing. This is the one thing graphic design taught me, chat. But that's not all. Delete this part of the over here. And control paste. Rotate this. Make it a smaller size. Okay, there we go. There we go. So far it's looking alright. Now that we got the star, now we can add the other part of the Now we can add the other part as well. Merge with the layer below, just to be sure. And now we add the rest of the keychain. Oh wait. I'm using an eraser. Fuck. One. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Then we add the little mascot that he has. This may be the hardest design we got so far for the mascot, because I don't really know. Alright, how do you do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a pentagon with jackal ears. Got it. I can do that. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ha! I nailed it. And then on the ends of it, it has the ears. So I am not gonna lie, those look like horns. Then those literally look like horns more than ears. Oh, right, because they're supposed to be straight. They're supposed to be jackal ears. And then we have the little circle along with the X. Do remember, chat, this is still a sketch. This isn't even the final product. This is literally just a sketch. Does it still have the... It doesn't have the pattern, but I'm still gonna add it anyways. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think we got it. So far. Although I feel like the lower part could be a little... Could be a little more flatter, yeah, I feel like. A bit more... Okay, I feel it looks better like this so far. Okay, it looks better. Still feel like the ears should be a little bit nearby though. Yeah, that definitely. I just saw the design right now. I knew that something was wrong with the design. It was literally the ears. There we go. Oh my god, that looks cool. That looks sick. Now that I have that, I select everything outside. Control Shift. Make another layer. Select. Expand selected area by 2. Dye that black. We do the same, but we're gonna shrink it by 2. I feel it could be better if we... Expanded by 3. Select, expand selected area by 3. Dye it black. Shrink selected area by 3 as well. Huh. It doesn't matter. It's still gonna be gold anyways. So, okay, we got the little mascot design, which is what I wanted. What the hell is that? Oh. The heck? This is going bye-bye. And this is also going out. Yeah, you can still play music. I don't mind. Thank you. Okay, we merge through the layer below. And now we add this little guy to the keychain. Okay, so far it's looking cool, by the way. So far it's looking good. The fact that we added this little guy to the keychain, that's all I care. That's literally all I cared about. And now we gotta make the rest of the weapon. Because we are still not done, by the way. I also have an idea. Maybe I should add the rings in this area. Yeah, I should. Am I really using an eraser? That's unfortunate. No, that doesn't make any sense. I also realized that there is a little hole here that can also be used as a switch. So many things can be used as a switch, chat. Lot of things. Okay, we got this area right over here. Then yeah, we should definitely reduce the sizing on this thing. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Because now we're gonna add a lot of curved lines. That overlapped. Overshot it. There we go. There we go. This means that this part of the weapon can also be erased. And I can replace it with one of these. There we go. But now it literally just looks like a freaking handle. A little uncomfortable of a handle, to be honest. So now that we have this, I feel like we can experiment a little bit as well. Yeah, we can do that. We can experiment with it. Let me try maybe this. Yeah, maybe I can try experimenting with this. See if something comes up. Oh, wait, that can work. That can actually work because since this guy is literally like the ruler of the undead, if you will, like he's an undead, it actually works if these were bones. Oh, that's cool. Okay. One over there and one over. Oh, nope, there we go. There's no mistakes in art, just happy accidents! At least that's what Bob Ross said. No mistakes, just happy accidents. Then I feel like some parts of it should be black and the other ones should be gold. Yeah, maybe we can do something with it. The switch is still gonna be there though. This little switch is still gonna be there. Because that is the switch that's going to turn this into a scythe. But again, this is not this is not what I want. And there's also another chain here, but we'll work on it soon. You guys will see why. Alright, let's keep looking at more of this design. See what works and what doesn't. Yeah, lots of chains on the first one. I need to know exactly how the blade is going to be pointed at. This one specifically. Because I don't... Okay, I want this line on the blade, but I want this blade specifically. And the arm guard is a must. If this type of weapon doesn't have an arm guard like this, you're already doing something wrong. Ooh, I think I know exactly. I think I know what to do for the arm guard. Hold on. I like making swirls a lot when it comes to these types of weapons. You guys can tell, right? Hmm. I think this can work. Unless I try something different. Yeah, I think I should try something different. I don't think this design's gonna work. Yeah, I should think outside of the box. Hold on. Hmm. Okay, actually, wait, dead ass. This can actually work. Keep in mind, again, this isn't even the. This is literally just a sketch. And I'm putting all the effort I can into doing a goddamn sketch. Okay, so far it's okay. I feel like this can work. Oh yeah, it definitely looks. It definitely doesn't look that bad. Well, I feel that the swirl here could be a little longer. Yeah, I should. There we go. Now it's looking like a real, like a real handle. I'm still iffy if I want to include the rings on it or not. I think I do, but I'm still not sure if I want to. Yeah, I'm still extremely iffy. Now that we have these swirls, now we need the blade. No, that's not the one I want. This is the one I want. Okay, flip horizontal because we need this. We need the blade to be 24 inches. Oh, I didn't check the wide measurements. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, so we're gonna turn this as big as humanly possible because we want to match the handle that it so that it's literally the same size, but I still need to distort the weapon regardless because I need the weapon to be. I still need the weapon to be a certain size when it comes to the blade itself, unless the blade can measure itself when it happens. I feel like this is fine. Tiny bit more. It's a little above the size, but I feel it's fine. For a scythe, I think it's fine. Okay, maybe free transform it a little bit. Okay, now it's perfect. And I forgot we have to wait for Clip Studio to finish because it's a pretty heavy file, not gonna lie. K9 Kuro model. We need a PNG. We need a PNG of Kuro's model, which is not gonna be easy at all. Something about. Wait a minute. Open image in new. Ah! It is literally blurry. Unless we have a PNG of yeah, unless we have a PNG, which again, it's still not easy to come across. Oh, never mind. We actually found it. Vshoujo Inc. What is that? Sounds like a VTuber corpo. Not that it matters because it doesn't exist anymore. Vshoujo literally got defunct a long ass time ago. It was a very sad day for VTubers out there. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. So we grab this. And this. Okay, Control D. Let me see if we have. Oh, perfect. Perfect. So is it gonna be the very on the very back of first? Just like I do with every other VTuber, which I place their thing over here. Alright, let me see the other ones. File open. I gotta see the nano one too. Class, mood boards, nano weapon. There it is. Okay, so their face is extremely close. Gotcha. I think this is fine, right? Hopefully it is. Oh no, it's loading. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, we have this, and at what opacity this was? This was a 30 opacity, so we should do the same. Okay, we have curls now. Let's continue with the blade, shall we? Now, this part of the blade... Get out of here. I don't need that blade anymore. So now... we apply this blade to the weapon itself. I think we should take out the measurements too. Yeah, we can take out the measurements finally. Now, if I want this to turn into a scythe, I don't know if the weapon should be... Okay, if I hold it like that with the arm guard, And then the weapon itself turns the other way. I mean, you're still holding the arm guard, so you're just holding it another way. I feel that here. Everybody flow with me. This is aquatic mine. I love this soundtrack so much. You guys don't even know. Let's take a dive in aquatic mine. I don't know the rest of the song. I should. Okay, we got these weapons. We got the outline here. And now this part of the weapon should be here. Actually, no. Maybe over here. Oh, right. LOL! Wrong layer. Sorry about that. Anyways, maybe this one. Okay, yes, because it can double as a scythe now. Now I get to see this. So we have the same exact star that we had earlier, but now we have a diamond in the middle. Oh my god. What the fuck is this design? Oh man. The diamond. The diamond of doom. Anyways. Where is that four-star? Where is that four-sided star that I had? Hold on a second. There it is. Take a dive in aquatic mine. I love that song so much. You guys don't even know. Okay, grab this and delete all that. Then I turn this like so. Delete this part because we got no use for it. Okay, we need to delete the interior of the star because it's a diamond pretty much. All right, it's the diamond that we're working with. We need to make this diamond fit so and it also looks good in a way. All right, let's see what we got. I feel like the diamond needs to be. I mean, it's pretty big already. Yeah, it doesn't need to be bigger. Okay, maybe a tiny bit. Okay, the sides of the star cannot be seen. That is the goal. Maybe this part's too big. I had to have every one of these things be concealed within the diamond itself. There we go. I think we got it. No, on this layer. Oh, I got it. Wait a minute. Oh wow! Wait, that is actually perfect. What the hell? Okay, how many diamonds do we need? 1, 2, 3. We need 3. Okay, so 3 diamonds. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so 3 diamonds. Got it. Got it. And for the star, we make another one. Turn it upside down. Turn it the other side. And this star is going to have the points smaller. And again, we grab the diamond. And then we grab this layer and boom. And thus, now we have all of it. But we're still missing a couple things. Because now we need to place all of the diamond motif into the artwork itself. And it goes all around the circle too. Yeah, it literally goes all around the circle. However, this star that we have, I think the star is fine. We should enlarge all of this, literally all of it. Oh shit! I almost forgot one of them. All of this we should enlarge. We want the points of the star itself to touch the edge of the circle. Okay, it's perfect. There we go. All right, we got this part right here, and now we work on the most tedious part of the entire design. Merge these layers. All right, all of them are 1. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, we got everything now. Okay. And all we have to do now is we need to add lines everywhere. So let me just make another layer. And we have to add these lines. So we're going to be adding a crap ton of these. This is the reason why I said that this is the most tedious part of the entire design. Simply because we have to make these lines on every single side, chat. This may be the first weapon that we may actually finish late. Could be it. Then we delete this part. And now you see all of these lines that we just added? We have to make them to the other side now. So all of these lines have to go down here. However, there we go. Okay, flip vertical. I feel like this should work. Okay, there we go. The ugly stuff we can fix later. Okay, control paste. Then the other way. We're almost there. We're almost there. Oh my god, this shit looks psychedelic as fuck. What is up with Kuro and psychedelic things? What the fuck? What in the world? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we merge these. These are the lines of the weapon. I want to find a circle. That's what I want to find. Found it. Then we're gonna apply a mini circle here. Because it should be the contraption to the scythe itself. Okay, now that we have this, I feel, let's see. What else can we do? Oh, right. We need to delete the lines on the design that are obstructing it. Yeah, that's what we should do. Huh. Okay, select the whole circle. Let me go to this layer. Oh. Hmm. Something tells me that I have to delete this by hand, which, yikes. Actually, no, I got a better idea. There we go. And now we select these. Control Shift I. And the lines that do not belong, boom, out. We got them. Okay, we got it. Now we proceed with the weapon. Okay, so merge with this. Merge with this. Okay, I don't think, you know what? I feel like this already could be the weapon itself. Yeah, I feel like this could be the weapon itself. Doesn't necessarily have to be the mood board. Yeah, this can actually be the weapon. All right, blade time. From here to here. From here to here. There we go. And now we do the same, but for the other side. All right. So we're trying to make two types of blades, by the way. We're trying to make the blade from... Actually, I got an idea. Hold on. Control paste. Oh my god, Cyberwolf, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I have no idea why the announcement sounded like that, but I need to check. I need to check it out eventually. Look at you. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're designing a weapon here. As for what the hell is this weird ass contraption here? We're turning VTubers into weapons, and the VTuber that we're turning into a weapon is this guy, which is K9 Kuro. We have the entire mood board here. This is what we're working with, chat. This is the entire mood board. We're turning this into a freaking weapon, and I wanted to turn this weapon into a scythe as well, so it can double as a scythe. That's why you see a bunch of arrows here and all that stuff. And that's why you see this weird circle here. Yeah, it looks fun. It is fun. I love making art. Yeah, the pirate. He's a pirate. One of his designs is a pirate. So I'm just gonna place this here so that it can have two blades instead of one. This entire part of the blade is gonna be covered in gold, by the way. But I still need to check the exact measurements. I do want this part of the blade to be a little curved, because this is gonna be the part that is gonna double as a scythe. Right now, what I'm doing is I am placing this. I'm literally just doing this with the line tool. I'm not even like using my brush either, because I need the exact measurements, which I already did, but you know, a little bit to the side there. DJ, you can keep playing the music. I don't mind. And I feel like we should include the line in the middle, because we haven't included that line. This one right here. That line in the middle is going to be red. However, that middle line is going to be... There we go. That line is going to be around here. I mean, we're still working with the blade, so... There we go. Next one. Alright. We have the lines. So, how is the blade looking so far? Well, it's looking like this. Oh, right. Let me get Kuro out of the way. It's looking like this. And the part that is curved, like the upper part of the blade that is curved, yeah, that is on purpose, actually, because it's so, again, it's supposed to double as a scythe. This part is supposed to double as a scythe, which I should copy and paste, though. Let me grab my lasso tool. Control, copy, and paste. And then... Because the general idea is to turn it into this. That's the general idea. This is the idea. To turn it into a scythe. It's such a fun weapon. I like making weapons like these. I really, 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 really love making weapons like these. Again, I should feel like a freaking blacksmith just by the wacky weapons that I like to make. Now this part. Okay, maybe I shouldn't copy and paste it yet, because I haven't done the full design. Maybe when I make the full design, that's when I should copy and paste this entire part. And now for this part of the weapon, I should do something about it. And this part has to be yay thin. If it's not thin, then it's screwed. I feel like it's a little too... Nah, it's fine. Okay. Imagine seeing that and suddenly the blade separates and the wheel just grins and kicks his flips. You know what's funny, by the way? Here's what's funny about it. You see this little contraption over here? This little thing? That's a switch. Meaning that the switch itself makes the blade turn into a scythe. That's what's funny about it. It's something that you don't expect, which is, again, the funniest part of the design overall. Licks rather. My goodness. Okay, so I am not gonna lie, chat. What the what is this? Chad, what is this monstrosity that I created? And keep in mind, this is supposed to be a weapon based on him. Oh, right. I almost forgot one important thing. He uses crosses all over his designs. I cannot forget about the crosses. So we're gonna have to include another one. Let me see. Kinds chaotic, which tracks. Oh yeah, definitely. Wait a minute. Ugh, I'm not that good. Making chains with making crosses with chains is so fucking hard. There we go. This is adequate. Oh yeah, and that's another thing I also noticed about VTubers, chat. You know how in anime most of the characters always have like a lot of belts? In the case of VTubers, they have a lot of these. They don't have much belts, they just have a lot of bandages all over the place. And I'm just here like, wait, is it a thing for VTubers to have a crap ton of bandages? Because when I made Nano's design, bandages. Kenji's design, blue bandages. And now with Kuro, even more bandages. Oh, now that I got reminded, I should start doing the bandages right about now. Okay, so copy and paste. There's the cross itself because he does use a lot of cross designs on his motif. So oh, it's just a cross. Okay, but wait, hold on a minute. Hold on now. Hold on a minute. Delete. And then select, expand selected area. No, it's not, wait, it wasn't expand, it was shrink. What am I doing? There we go. And now I do this. Now it actually looks like a freaking amulet. But I need to align this so that it is in between these. I hope it's not too big though. You're currently doing better than I currently drawing? Oh, don't say that. Everybody gets better at drawing eventually. It's just pretty much a lot of perseverance. That's literally what drawing is. Just being persistent left and right. I mean, hey, when I was in college, I gotta be honest, chat. I sucked at drawing. But now I just kept doing stuff and, eventually I got better at it. Everybody goes through that same process. Everybody, chat. Everybody. Okay, chat, we got it. We got the crosses. We got the little keychain over here. We're good. Look at it. Look at this. This is literally his mascot. Just pretty cool. I'm trying very slowly to create my own chat profile picture and reactive image. That's really cool. So when it comes to me, I try to push myself further. Whenever I see a design, I'm like, okay, I made a good ass design one time, but I feel that it could be better. And I just push myself to do it better than last time. Which one is the blade? Oh, found it. Now that we have the blade, we are going to be doing the bandages now. We're not gonna have the bandage on the blade. We're gonna have the bandage on this part of the blade. So we're gonna place it here and here. So now we're just doing a crap ton of bandages because again, VTubers just love bandages, chat. They love them. They love him. Especially Kuro, by the way. He's got a crap ton of bandages on him. Like, have you guys seen his motif? Like, look. Look at this, chat. Bandages on the leg. Bandages on his chest. Bandages on his arm and chest. My man's full of bandages. Literally. Literally full of bandages, brother. Alright, that should be it for the bandages. And now I do the rest of the bandages. Alternative theory, bandages represent emotional scars. Oh, now that I see it that way, you may be right. That's actually a good way to see it. They may actually represent emotional scars. Okay, now we erase. Oh shit! Hold on. But yeah, lots of VTubers love using a lot of bandages on their designs. I haven't used them on mine though. Perhaps one day I will though. Maybe it could be someday, but today's not that day. Seriously, I've been hurt a lot of times in my life. Rather not talk about it though, but yeah. I had my ups and downs, but I'm fine. Don't worry about it, chat. I'm A-okay. Oh well, we all have. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Mm-hmm. That's life. Life is up. Life is full of ups and downs. It goes up and down and all around. I mean, hey, I always literally tell people, listen, man, life is literally like a roller coaster. It goes up and down and all around. So yeah. And it's also like a party, so enjoy it while it lasts. So I mean, I always treat life like a party every time. Okay, now that we have this in the bandage layer, we should delete this part. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Have you guys went to Hot Topic recently? My Oshi just so happens to have merch in there, and I just so happened to buy the 2 shirts that I wanted. For those of you who are curious, my Oshi is Iron Mouse, so yeah, I really like Iron Mouse's content. She's funny. Yeah, she's selling 2 shirts in Hot Topic if I'm not mistaken. And I just happened to get both of them. One of them is in store only though. So if you didn't pick up the shirts while they were there, then yeah, tough luck. Mousy is amazing. Oh yeah, she is. If anything, she's literally the one who motivated me to become a VTuber. Especially because of the fact that she comes from the same island like me. Yes, we are both Puerto Rican. We're both Latino. All right. So, all right. I think that's it for the design. I think, you know what? Yeah, this design is fine. Wait a minute. This part over here needs a little fixing. There we go. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm actually Puerto Rican. También soy boricua. Como Mouse. Como Iron Mouse. And yes, I also speak Puerto Rican language, which is Spanish. Mi primer lenguaje. But yeah, we both came from the same little island. Except that in my case, now I am stuck in cyberspace. Well, okay, not really. Like, my physical body is still there, but, well, my soul got sucked and now I'm stuck in cyberspace. It's a long story. All right, chat. I think we got the design already. Now all we have to do is we have to combine all of these designs. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Grab all of these, merge layers. We have them all into a single weapon. Yeah. And this is going to be our line art layer. This is, like always, I love to add grayscales to my weapons. So now I'm just gonna grab everything from the line art. And now that we have everything, Control Shift I, grayscale, and we select one of the gray colors that we have, and boom. Everything is now the color gray, meaning that we can paint on it however we please. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. We gotta pick up our color palette. This is extremely important. But I need to see exactly which one was the layer for it. Oh, found it. Control copy and control paste. There's our palette. Now that we have the palette, now we can start coloring. Alrighty then, let's get started. So the blade part is going to be golden. Meaning that on the line art, we're going to select everything from here, 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 a little bit over there. All right, all of this golden parts that you see here, boom. All right, that's gonna be the blade of the weapon. And then we need to make the handle as well. So we're gonna have to do that. For the handle, it is going to be a combination of both gold and dark gold. So select this, select that, and that. This, and this. And now that we have everything, oh, wait. There we go. Now that we have everything selected for the handle. Oh, right. Can't forget about this. More gold. Then we select this, and this. And it is going to be, this one's going to be dark gold. There we go. We got them dark gold now. And for the cross and everything else. Now that don't look right. Hold on a sec. Hold on a minute. It doesn't matter. It's still gonna be golden anyways. So handle. Now we go for the keychains. Keychain 1. Now this one's gold actually. Should just change the pen size. Line art. Just so I can get rid of those spots. There it is. There we go. And then these parts are also going to be gold. Gold everywhere. Now for the next keychain, which is keychain 2. These parts are going to be red. These ones are going to be dark red, actually. However, I do want to make something with this. Hold on. Because I am going to grab this color right here. And I am going to grab one of these, the thinnest one I can find. It's not that noticeable, but it's kind of noticeable. Okay, it is noticeable. My god, got it. And then on the line art, I'm going to make a clipping mask layer so that I can paint over this part of the little guy. And since this is keychain 2, we are going to be grabbing this color right here. And just like so, we're going to go to line art once more and select all of this. And thus, there we go. Okay, you know what? I like it so far. It's looking pretty good so far. Look at this. What do you guys think, chat? You guys like the keychain? Look at this. It's something so small, but it's something that I want to put a lot of detail into. Let's say also for the line art that I also want to use this exact same clipping mask. I'm going to use this dark gold, and I am also going to do this for this pattern. So now it has a gold texture to it, but there we go. And then this part down here, okay, I think we can delete this part down. Yeah, we can. Okay, we delete this part over here. Yeah, it works. Yeah, that works. And there we go. Alright, this is how the keychain's looking. This is the little charm. And here's the other part. And then of course you got the chains. Now for the crosses, his crosses are mostly the same color as the little guy itself. However, this cross right here, I feel like it could use the 3 dimensions. Let's just do this real quick. Let's just do this real quick. Control, copy, and paste. This is going to be behind it. I love it. Why, thank you. I'm glad you're liking it. So we have this so far, and the first of the chains that we have, we delete these chains because we already have them and we don't want to duplicate them. Like so. And now that we have this, now that we have this to be in a 3D manner, we go ahead and do a line art copy, and we're gonna use this. We're gonna use these lines so that we can connect them. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not that thick. My God. Maybe not that thin. Okay, not that thin either. Maybe a 2 will work. Okay, a 2 works. But I feel like 3 could be. Yep, 3 is the sweet spot. So now that we have this, we are going to delete the line art from here so that we have the 3D effect. There we go. Now it's looking, now it has the 3 dimensions. And the lines from the inside also have to be deleted. For example, this one right here. And of course, the grayscale also has to be adjusted because this grayscale does not apply to this cross. Because the cross has to be done from scratch. And now that we have this, we can start deleting some obnoxious parts of the line art. For example, these parts right here. These little corners, that can be deleted. This can be added. See how it has the 3 dimensions? This part can be deleted. This part can be added. This part can be deleted. And then this part can be added. All right, there we go. We gave the cross the 3 dimensions that it needed. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do grayscale again. But this time we are going to be merging the line art with the other line art. Because now we got to select literally everything back again. Just to be safe. Control-Shift-I. Going back to grayscale. And voila. The cross is now colored. And now we go back here and we're going to make another layer that says keychain 3. Next, we take one of the colors that we had earlier. The one for Kuro. The one for the Kuro plushie. For the Kuro keychain, my bad. And we start coloring. Or I can just do this the lazy way and just select everything with the magic wand and do this. And now even with the I feel like we should have the darker tone better. Yeah, I feel like the darker tone works better for the cross. especially for what I want to do. However, don't do that. Don't do what I did. I literally drew it in the wrong layer. Do it on the right layer because you don't want to draw on the wrong layer. It's the worst. Believe me, it has happened to me a couple times, and yeah, I don't wish that upon my worst. What am I talking about? I have no enemies, only inferiors. Don't quote me on that one, chat. Anyways, moving on, we continue doing our artistic shenanigans, and we continue to Doro. Grab all of these and all of these as well. Grab all of you see all these pixelated squares. I make layer mistakes a lot. Oh yeah, they are annoying. Like the layer mistakes, they're the worst. Whenever someone sees me raging, and they ask, "Hey, what is Kurisu? What is wrong?" I always say, "This isn't gamer rage. It's drawing on the wrong layer rage." There is nothing more annoying than doing so much progress and then it turns out you ended up drawing it on the wrong side, on the wrong layer. It is the worst feeling in the world. And it happens every time. It also happens to the best of us too. It could happen to you, it could happen to me, it could happen to any good artist you know as well. Which is the annoying part. Alright, let me see if there's any grayscale that I have to delete. No, that is not a grayscale that I have to delete. You know what? I think that makes good for the. I think that looks good so far. And then for keychain number 3, which I'm gonna highlight over here, I'm gonna grab the color white, and I'm going to do something. I'm gonna do this. Hold on a second. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought I did something wrong. Actually, no, I should select the line art instead. So what I'm gonna do here in the line art is this. Now it really has the 3D effect with the little shine on it and everything. That's pretty cool. And now that we're done with that, now we move on to the bandages. Now for the bandages, I really like to use this color that we just got instead of regular white, because at least it adds more to it, you know? So we're going on line art. We are going to select everything here, 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 and here. All of these bandages that we have selected. And we got it right, and we got it. So these are the bandages. And now for the red aura. Now we have the red aura. For this red aura, we are going to be doing, we're going to select everything with the line art again. Remember, do not touch the line art at all, because the line art, you do not want to touch it. So for the red aura, here's what we're going to do. We're going to select the most aggressive red that we have on our color palette. And we are going to select it just like so. However, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do now. Now what we're going to do is we are going to turn the red aura and we're going to copy and paste it. This part that says red aura, I am going to go on tonal correction, hue saturation, and then turn it white. However, why do I want to turn this white, you might be asking? Because now with the red aura copy, I can filter and go on Gaussian blur. And look at that. It is now glowing. And you can actually increase the intensity however you want. I think I'm gonna increase it like so. However, I feel like this color white, doesn't vibe with me. And I don't want to turn it like this because then it looks a little muddier. I need to turn this red, but I need to do it right. So these ones that say red aura copy, I'm gonna merge these layers, and then the red aura, which is this one, I am going to turn this into another color. So tonal correction, level correction, turn that shit red. It's blue currently, but that's fine. Tonal correction, hue saturation, and now we adjust the color, rightfully so. I can turn it into a darker red, but I don't want to. I don't want a darker red. I think it's better without the aura, now that I think about it, yeah. It's better without the aura. I think it's better like this. Now, this was originally supposed to be a golden insignia, but I do want to turn it red because I have some plans for this. However, so I'm just gonna turn this insignia. Okay, so for the insignia, we are going to be, for the insignia, this entire thing is going to be golden. So we're going to go back to the line art, and we are going to turn this completely gold again. Not the full thing, but just the... Not the full thing, but just this entire circle. The entire line on the circles. And I forgot it's not supposed to be this gold. It's supposed to be dark gold. In order to do it quickly, I'm just gonna grab another brush instead. Okay, the entire insignia is now golden. However, the insignia itself, the entire circle itself, is gonna be golden on the inside. So we're gonna have to do that. So now that we have this part that we had, that it's called insignia, and we cannot use this color because it is literally the exact same. Oh wait, no, that's the line art. I am so stupid, chat. And it's literally the exact same color, so we can't use that one. So now we go here on insignia and we just color everything like so. This is what we got so far. However, we're not done because we can select the line art. We can do better. Select the line art, go back to insignia, and boom. We have it colored. And look at that, chat. We now have Kuro's weapon. However, I still feel like it's missing a bit of Kuro, you know? That's where the blade interior comes in. So now we're gonna go with the blade interior. And we're gonna select, you guessed it, the exact same color that we had for the keychains and stuff. So I go on line art. And we do this. Select all of the parts that are gray from the blade itself. And voila! We have the blade itself. And now, what about the upper part that I said was going to be... Yeah, what about the upper part of the blade? Well, in that case, there's one more thing we need to do. We're going to place all of these into a folder, right? All of these. There we go. Foldered up. Now, we're going to make a copy of this folder. This folder, we're going to turn off. This one is on. However, you cannot delete the entire folder. That's the problem. And I also seem to have... I also have to notice that I missed some parts of the... DJ, you can keep playing the music. Okay. In the blade interior, I seem to have missed one spot. Let me get that one real quick. There we go. And now that I have this, now that I have all of this, chat, now we can make the folder. Now we can make the folder copy. Why? Because now I'm just gonna flip all of this entirely. But here's the kicker, chat. I do not, and I repeat, I do not need the entirety of the blade. I just need one part. This is the part I need. It's looking great. I'm glad you're liking it. Okay, now we're just going step by step. Just a little bit more. There we go. We can click OK, and we're gonna have to wait on an entire loading screen. My God. And on this folder, as I stated earlier, we have to delete a lot of stuff. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. This folder is gone. This folder is up. So we only need the line art and everything else. We need line art, blade interior copy, insignia, and blade. So this part that says blade copy, we're gonna need that. All of this is gone, by the way. Yeah, all of that is gone. However, for line art copy, for line art, blade interior, insignia, and all of this, this is where the eraser comes in. We're on the line art layer now. And then the blade interior. Blade copy. And for the line art, we have to be extra careful because we don't want to delete the circle parts. That's why I said that we got to be careful in this one. It's a little tedious, but hey. There we go. All right, we got it. Now that we have the insignia and we have everything else, you're asking yourself, what are we gonna do with this one? Well, we're gonna decrease the opacity. That's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. In these two folders, remember when I said when we had like this, the 7th layer, that is literally the freaking... Yeah, there we go. Because now that we have this, we decrease the opacity. We're gonna put it by 50. We close that folder, and on the open folder, there we go. However, for the other part of the blade, I feel that the other folder has to be open. Oh yeah, it is. And instead of 50, it should be maybe 64, 65. Yeah, it could work. We select these, and just like that, lo and behold, you have Kuro's cutlass. You have the canine cutlass. I feel like I could have done a bit better, but I feel like this design, I like it a lot, you know? However, there's one more thing we need to do. We need to add like a little arrow so that everyone knows that it literally. All right, I'm on the eraser. There we go, chat. There we go. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the canine cutlass? It's literally a cutlass that turns into a scythe. You know what? This has to be one of the coolest weapons I've done so far. I mean, it's not something as fancy as the nano weapons or like it's not as fancy as the nano slicers or the Kenji staff, but it's still cool looking. All right, let me start saving everything for now because this is gonna be the end of the stream. So let me file save as. It should be, yeah, it should. K9 Kuro weapon mood board. So we have the mood board, and then we have the weapon. Save as K9 Kuro weapon. Deadass one of the best weapons I've done. I mean, again, it's so simple, but holy shit, does it look cool. Like a weapon that can morph into a scythe. And the thing is, you might think to yourself, Kurisu, that just looks impractical because of the handle. But here's the thing. It's actually practical because you're holding the scythe literally with the other side of your hand. So theoretically, it should be practical. So yeah. For comparison, let me show you guys the other weapons that I have done so far. So that was the K9 weapon, the K9 Kuro weapon. This was Kenji's, by the way. And then, in my opinion, the best ones I've done are these. So we started with this one, which is the nano slicers. Which, funnily enough, Nanoless actually saw the design and gave her the retweet. So, yay! Got a lot of views on that one. Then we also got Kenji's weapon, which is the Kenji staff. You guys can see that I actually got a lot of the motivation from the outfits and stuff. And now we have the K9 cutlass. Yeah, we got 3 Vtubers already, chat. Let me see who else is on the list. Just so we're up to date. All right, so we're going on WordPad because I need to open up the Vtuber weapons. Okay. All right, so we finally finished with Kuro. That's good. So the VTubers that are left on my list are Dempa Darling, Apricot, Shy Lily, Lee and Lai, Sayu VTuber, Zikos, Kurisu / Kuriko. Hey, that's me! Zen, Bowie, Loot Tentacles, Cha-Cha Your V-Mom, and last but not least, Mayoshi Iron Mouse. Alright, chat, so this is gonna be the end of the stream. We have done quite a lot. to be honest. You know what, chat? I think I cooked. Yeah, I think I cooked. I love this design so much. Thank you for sharing. Oh, I'm sharing it right now. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it on social media. That's what I'm gonna do. But do not go anywhere, chat, because you guys know what time it is, right? It's that time of the night, and it is time for Rate a Streamer, where we rate a streamer at the end of it. English not Englishing. Fuck. Where we rate a streamer at the end of each stream. Oh my god. Pirate hats on. Now the question is, who shall be my raid victim? That is the real question. Ooh, I know exactly who we should raid. We are going to be raiding someone by the name of Blair. We are going to be raiding her because she just hit partner recently, and yeah, we should say our congratulations to her. She is also an artiste, like me. Alright, chat. I am going to send you guys towards Blair to celebrate none other than her partnership acquirement. So for those of you who are already subscribed, which let me place the Reign of the Syndicate. There we go. So for all of you who are already subbed, this is what I always type every single time we're raiding. Alright, I'm blasting you guys straight to Blair. Do show her some love. Say congratulations from my part, and I will see you guys Monday. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do on Monday, but I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye!